when folks showed up, they showed up however they were. I think in my head, I imagine a certain scene, and in everyone's head, there was a certain outcome for each bathhouse. And then people would show up and be as they are, so how much nudity there was. And we really wanted to be, like open and at the same time, okay if you're not. And how much kink there was, and how do we have spaces for different practices and people who are into different things. So those things, were the structures. But, how many people end up on the dance floor? Who showed up? How long they stayed for? Was there people having sex in the open, or did everyone sort of like sit around and watch? Was there a lot of like awkward chatting, or was there a lot of sexy hooking up? It all depended on what people did. And so I think there often was a difference between what we may have imagined, but I don't think it was that like this failed or that didn't work. It was always, at least how I read it, like quite an open, improvised experience. And then, we would discuss how to improve it and other things to do, to make things more exciting and have ways of making sure that people have safer sex supplies, and make sure there was lube, and how often would lube be replenished, and how would we know if certain room ran out of lube, very logistical concerns, when the lube wasn't there at all times, or, gloves were not equally distributed between this place and that place. So I think there was always some kind of dissonance, only because, and I actually don't think that's a bad thing. From my perspective, that comes from it being such an unscripted experience.